In this video, I share how to propagate papaya on a large scale. This is a 6-month-old papaya tree. I will wait for the fruit to ripen to propagate. I will remove all the flowers and fruits above and only keep 3 fruits. The tree only has 3 fruits, so it receives a lot of nutrients. I will take 1 fruit to propagate. Any fruit with a large stem will have many seeds, and very good quality seeds. I have to wait about 15 more days. Today is the 15th day I picked papaya. I usually leave the papaya fruit for about 15 days before cutting the seeds. After 15 days, the papaya seeds will have no sap and no nutrients. Help seeds germinate more easily and have better quality when planted. Soak the seeds in water to remove flat, poor quality seeds. This soaking process helps sift and retain only the best quality seeds. Ensure high germination rate when planting. Papaya seeds are shiny black and round, usually female, with a rate of up to 95%. These seeds are of high quality and have an almost 100% germination rate. Helps ensure healthy growth of seedlings. I will choose 10 best quality seeds to plant. To grow papaya seeds, I use alluvial soil from a large river basin. Because alluvial soil is loose, rich in nutrients, and well-drained. These properties help provide the ideal environment for papaya seeds to germinate. Promotes healthy and rapid growth of seedlings. I poured 3/4 of the soil into the nursery and planted the seeds. Then continue to cover a thin layer of soil on top to keep the seeds in place. Ensure the seeds do not move and create favorable conditions for germination. Use a spray bottle of water to lightly water the surface of the nursery pot to keep it moist. At the same time, avoid moving seeds. Help seeds stabilize in the soil and creates favorable conditions for germination. After 30 days, when the seedlings are about 15 centimeters tall and have 7 leaves, I can take the tree to the garden and plant it. The land for growing papaya must be new land that has never grown anything before, to ensure plants have the best growing environment, unaffected by pathogens or nutritional deficiencies. To help the roots grow healthily, I will use shredded soil mixed with coconut fiber and compost it under the tree. This combination not only provides nutrients for the plant, but also allows the soil to breathe. The distance between papaya trees should be 2 to 3 meters. Avoid planting too close together so that the plants have enough space to absorb light and wind. Today the soil is moist enough, so I don't need to water right away. I would wait until the next day to water to avoid overwatering. During this time, I only need to water the plants with clean water every 2 days. When the tree stabilizes its roots and light, I will start watering the plants with fertilizer. At that time, I will record a video to share with you. Remember to subscribe to the channel to see the next part. My work for today is over. Today, after 50 days of care, the tree has grown much larger and stronger. What I need to do now is add soil to the base of the tree and fertilize it to help the tree grow healthier. First, I will place large blocks of soil on the outside to create a solid foundation. Then add small soil and debris inside. Phosphorus fertilizer helps improve soil acidity and promotes strong plant root growth. Welcome to our country's fruit and vegetable market. Now I will go buy corn. When bringing home corn, I will peel the peels and use them to cover the base of the papaya tree. Helps keep soil moist. Now, whether I water or it rains heavily, the soil at the base of the tree remains firmly held and does not wash away. When the tree flowers, I will record a video to share with you. Today's work will be paused here. See you again in the next part. Remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. Hello and see you again. Next, I'll show you how to make liquid organic fertilizer. This method is very effective, but not widely known. I pour 20 liters of water into an old paint bucket. Then add 1 kilogram of dried cow manure. Let it soak for at least 30 days. This becomes a liquid organic fertilizer solution. If we apply dry cow manure directly to the plant base, it takes longer to break down. In sunlight, it dries out. In the rain, it washes away easily. Soaking it in water and using it as liquid feed is much more effective. Today, after about 50 days, my liquid organic fertilizer is ready to use. Now I'll show you how to mix it properly and apply it in the right ratio for the best results, avoiding waste or overuse. I mix 1 liter of organic liquid fertilizer with 4 liters of clean water. Then I apply 2 liters of the mixture to the base of each plant per use. Only when the plant starts flowering do I add inorganic fertilizer. By watering this way, the roots absorb nutrients faster than using dry cow manure directly. I hope this method will be helpful for you. Next, I'll collect chicken manure. Earlier, I spread rice husks in the coop to keep it dry and clean. This way, the manure mixes with husks, creating excellent organic fertilizer. I'll compost this mixture for 2 to 3 months to lower the heat and kill bacteria before using it on plants. Today, I notice the plant is starting to bud. I immediately add more organic fertilizer to loosen the soil and strengthen the roots. This helps the plant produce more flowers and increases the chance of fruit setting. This is the chicken manure mixed with rice husks that I collected 2 months ago. Now I'll apply it around the plant base to add nutrients and improve soil aeration. This method is called top dressing. Remember to remove weeds while fertilizing, so they don't steal nutrients from the soil or absorb the fertilizer meant for the plant. In the rainy season, make drainage channels to prevent water logging. Right now, the plant is fruiting, and producing many flowers. At this stage, it needs extra nutrients, especially inorganic fertilizers, like nitrogen and potassium. Nitrogen helps plants grow strong stems, leaves, and branches. It boosts photosynthesis by promoting lush green foliage. It helps plants recover quickly after flowering, but too much can make the plant grow to tall and weak. Potassium improves fruit setting and development. It enhances sweetness, color, and overall fruit quality. It helps plants resist pests and harsh weather. It also makes fruits more uniform and firm. I measured the plant height. When it started fruiting, about 35 centimeters. So this is officially considered a super dwarf papaya tree. This is NPK fertilizer, a blend of nitrogen and potassium. I already explained its benefits earlier. Now I'll evenly spread it around the base of the plant. After 180 days, the plant has produced many fruits. If you're growing for home use, there's no need to spray growth stimulants to boost yield or fruit quality. But if you're growing for business, this is the stage where many farmers use biological sprays to repel insects, prevent frost damage, and stimulate bigger, heavier fruits. Hi everyone! Today I'll share a very simple method. How to grow super dwarf papaya trees. From seeds taken from ripe fruit. Anyone can do it, right at home. I hope this video will be helpful for you and bring you a great experience. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to support the channel. Let me introduce to you. This is a super dwarf papaya tree grown in a pot. It's often used for decoration during Lunar New Year. Now I'll pick one fruit to start seed propagation. Today I'll show you how to properly select seeds from a ripe papaya. Because if you choose the wrong seeds, you might end up growing male papaya trees. When you cut open a ripe papaya, you'll see many seeds inside. Choose the big, round, dark, and shiny seeds. These are usually from female trees. Avoid flat, small, or pale seeds, as they're likely from male trees. Only take the seeds from the center part of the papaya. I guarantee 100% they will grow into female papaya trees, because the seeds in the middle of the fruit get the most nutrients. They are usually bigger, stronger, and have a much higher germination rate. I'll use alluvial soil from the floodplains of large rivers, mixed with rice husks in a 70-30 ratio. This will be the medium to germinate the papaya seeds I just collected from the ripe fruit. Mixing alluvial soil with rice husks makes the soil lighter and better at draining. It helps the roots grow faster and stronger. Rice husks also reduce the risk of fungal diseases and protect the seeds from rotting during germination. The ideal temperature for germinating papaya seeds is between 25 and 32 degrees Celsius. Soil moisture should be kept stable, slightly damp to the touch, not too dry and not soaking wet. Place the seed trays or pots in a cool, shaded area with a cover. Avoid direct sun and heavy rain. That could damage the seeds. Mist slightly once a day with a spray bottle. I'll water to keep the soil moist once every 3 days. Important note, don't let the seed trays get waterlogged, as the seeds may rot. If it gets too dry, the seeds won't germinate either. If you see insects, spray pesticide to protect the seeds. After 30 days, all of my papaya seedlings are growing very well. I'll wait a little longer until they become stronger before transplanting them into the garden. Today, my papaya plant has grown 7 true leaves. That's a clear sign. It's ready to be transplanted into a new growing environment. In this video, I'll show you how to grow papaya for the best possible results. This is the most effective method to help your papaya grow fast and produce a high yield. Normally, when planting a tree, we dig a hole first, then place the plant inside. But today, I'll do it differently. I'll place the plant directly on the ground, then reuse anything that can hold soil. Plastic cans, old pots, styrofoam boxes. These items will temporarily hold the soil for the plant and help it recover faster after transplanting. Now let me explain the benefit of planting without digging a hole. Papaya is a herbaceous plant with shallow surface-level roots. Its roots mostly spread out around the base, so later when the plant grows bigger, I just need to add organic fertilizer on the surface around the base. This way, the nutrients are absorbed quickly and the plant grows strong and healthy. I'm reusing plastic containers and old pots to plant my trees. This not only helps protect the environment, but also benefits the plants. These plastic pots act as a shield, protecting the plants from strong winds and harmful insects. Even during heavy rain, they won't get waterlogged. In the early stage after transplanting, I recommend not using chemical fertilizer. At this time, the roots are still weak and adjusting to the new environment. If you apply chemical fertilizer too soon, it could damage the root system. Instead, just add a small amount of root growth booster. Daily watering with clean water is enough. After about 20 days, you can start applying organic fertilizer. And to be safe, wait at least 1 month before using chemical fertilizer. After 5 to 10 days, I'll spray insecticide to control aphids and apply a treatment to protect against frost. This helps the papaya plants grow well, resist pests, and stay healthy in changing weather conditions. Next, I'll use HB01 Root Stimulator, a product made in Japan. It's designed to revive newly planted young trees, as well as older trees that are weakening. For any plant, the root system is the most important part. Healthy roots mean a healthy plant. Once a month, I apply this root stimulator to keep the roots strong and protect them from fungal diseases. By the way, I'll show you how to soak organic fertilizer for watering newly planted trees. This method can be applied to all kinds of plants, including potted plants, vegetables, and flowering crops. I'll mix 1 kilogram of dried cow manure with 20 liters of clean water. Then, I'll let it soak for about 10 days. Before using it, let me explain why. If we apply dry fertilizer directly to the base of the plant's ability to absorb nutrients is not as effective. When it rains, the nutrients might get washed away. Under hot sun, the manure can become dried out and lose effectiveness. But when soaked in water, it becomes highly effective when used as a liquid fertilizer. It soaks deep into the soil. After about 10 days, the papaya plants I planted earlier are growing strong and healthy. Today, I'll show you how to water them. With the organic fertilizer I prepared 10 days ago, I'll mix it in the ratio of 1 liter of organic fertilizer with 5 liters of clean water. Then, I'll water each plant with about 2 liters of this mixture. If you're watering potted plants or vegetables, you'll need to dilute the mixture more. Specifically, 1 liter of liquid fertilizer should be mixed with 7 liters of clean water. Gently water around the base and avoid spraying directly on tender leaves to prevent burning. After another 10 days, I'll repeat the same process. I'll keep using organic fertilizer on this schedule until the plants start to flower, and only then will I begin using chemical fertilizer. Next, I'll go get some chicken manure mixed with rice husks to prepare for the next stage of fertilizing. Keep in mind, chicken manure mixed with husks must be composted for at least 2 months before it's safe to use. If not properly decomposed, it can burn the roots or cause diseases in the plants. Today, I'm going to fertilize the papaya plants. I'll mix composted chicken manure with rice husks, along with a type of organic biofertilizer. This fertilizer helps eliminate harmful fungal diseases and greatly improves soil quality. If you have the time and the conditions to care for your plants, then applying fertilizer once a month will help them grow much better and boost results noticeably. After 4 months, my papaya tree has started flowering. This is a very important stage, as it will determine whether the tree will produce lots of flowers and set a good amount of fruit in the future. Today, I'm going to use a measuring stick to check the height of the plant at the time it starts flowering. So, from base to flower, 33 centimeters, and the total height of the plant is 80 centimeters. Next, I'll add some NPK fertilizer to the base. Flowering stage requires lots of nutrients. Note, apply in the late afternoon to avoid heat stress on the roots. NPK fertilizer is a compound fertilizer that contains 3 main nutrients: nitrogen N, phosphorus P, and potassium K. Make sure to dig drainage trenches. In the rainy season, papaya roots can't survive if waterlogged for more than 5 days. Hi everyone, it's currently summer, and we just had a big storm with heavy rain in my area. Fortunately, I had already dug drainage trenches, so the papaya plants were not affected.